What's up, y'all? It's Ebb and Flow. Back at y'all with another video. Listen, I did not, first of all, please subscribe. I did not wear this red mask because this video has to do with DoorDash or anything. This is just a new mask I got that I'm adding to the collection. So it's just a coincidence that I'm making this video because I wanted to drop this topic of a video, right? So I'm going to explain why DoorDash was costing me more money than it was making me money, like actually making me money. It was actually costing me a lot of money, and it just did not make sense, like as to why, I'm doing DoorDash in order to get extra money, and then kind of like in the long run, so to speak, like I'm end up owing all this money in car repairs and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna get to it. So years ago, I would say from 2021 to about 2024, I was doing DoorDash down south, like in those southern states. I kind of want to keep a certain level of anonymity or whatever you say, because I don't want to give myself away. I know I'm acting stupid, but listen, I just as little information as possible. But long story short, I used to do DoorDash down south, and it was, to me, down there, that was a time when it was actually making me money. Like I was like, okay, this is something decent. I will make like a few $100s like I forgot how like it would go. I'd make like 500 a week, whatever it was. It wasn't nothing crazy, but it was actually worth it. And I remember like during the holidays, they would pay more. On like rainy days, they would pay more. They put like an extra couple dollars an hour on there, stuff like that. You could pick if you wanted to do per hour or per delivery, stuff like that. You could like, do your thing. So I was doing that for a long time, and I used to do that in addition to, I remember I had all of this down to a science. I was selling weed, and like I would use DoorDash as an opportunity to meet new people when I go out. And I know like that was just my hustle. That was my game at the time. Like I used to sell weed. I used to have my set customer base, and like every time somebody would call me, I'd be like, okay, boom, I'm gonna drop this off, make that money from the sale. And then let's say like the sale was in another city, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna drop that off and then do DoorDash on the way back to my city. That's how I used to run it. And let's say I would pull up to like cheap ass fast food places like McDonald's, Burger King. I'd hit people at the drive-thru because I know they would want some weed. So I'd be like, I know that they're the type to like most likely be smoking, like when they're off of work and stuff. I'd be like, yo, smell this real quick. Like, you like this? Yeah, smell this real quick. You like it? Shoot, take down my number. I'll hit you later. You call me whenever you want. I got this. I used to run it like that. And then let's say I used to have to stop to get gas, something like that. I'll pull over to the gas station. If you was a motherfucker that even looked like you smoked weed, and I know the look, I know which human being, I could look at them and be like, yo, they smoke. I would ask them too. I'd be like, yo, smell this, huh? Yeah, I'd probably give them a little free sample. Because I used to have so much, I used to just be, huh, right? And I would do DoorDash. The videos about DoorDash, I'm getting off track. So that was when DoorDash used to kind of help me in a way. It used to kind of help me. I used to use it. But then I ended up moving to New York City. So I moved from down south to New York City, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to do the same thing in New York City, and everything's going to be all good. I'm going to make it, make my little money off the back end, and everything's going to be all good. No, like that's not how it went. Like I got to New York City and I had to learn the hard way that like I was doing DoorDash in my car. And then for those of y'all that don't know how New York City is, the reason why most people don't like to drive in New York City is because it's so easy to rack up a whole bunch of tickets. And it's not, nothing like the cops pulling you over. Like they have like laser optic cameras on every block, and they snap a picture of your license plate if you're going like fucking 3 miles over the speed limit. It's fucking ridiculous. So I didn't know that at first. And then coming back to New York City after being gone for many years, I also forgot about the tolls that add up. So like I'd be going from borough to borough. I used to keep it within the 5 boroughs because I thought it just made sense. Like New York City is made up of 5 boroughs. So I go from Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn, all the boroughs, Manhattan, Bronx. And obviously my dumb ass didn't know that you got to pay a toll, when you go to certain boroughs. And now I forgot which one it was. I forgot like which they are now, because I haven't done it in so long. Every time I go into the city, I just take the train. Like I take the train, subway, buses. I don't really deal with that no more. But long story short, I was doing DoorDash, and over time I will rack up all these tickets and tolls, to the point where, like, I'm not kidding you, like over the span of like 6 months, I racked up like $5,000 in tickets. Like, luckily, each of the violations didn't say that like it counts as a point towards my license or whatever, but it was just like, yo, you owe this money and you have to pay ASAP. Like, I racked up over $5,000. When I'm looking at the bill, I'm like, yo, this don't make any sense. Like, and then for the $5,000 that I owe in tickets or whatever, like, I probably only made like $2,000 total. Like, if you could get the math in what I'm saying, like, I probably made way more than that, but you know, you got to spend money, you got bills and stuff like that. So I don't know the math like that off the top of my head, but it just seemed as though the tickets and like the car repairs and stuff like that was adding up way more than what I'm intending to do, which is make extra money. So long story short, I said, fuck that. And like, when I say it traumatized me, not to say that other gig work apps like Uber and the other ones don't pay money, but like, from that traumatizing experience, and mind you, the $5,000 tickets that I racked up, I'm still 2 years later, paying it off month by month. Like, it's like $147 a month. I'm paying it off month by month until it's gone. So like, from that horrible traumatizing experience, it's like I lumped all of the gig works together, and I'm like, yo, fuck all the gig work. I'm about to just like, fuck all that. I'm not doing that no more, because it just seems as though gig work as a whole is a scam. Like, and that's how they want it to be. They want it to be a scam, so that it's like they butter it up. They sell you a dream, kind of like you can make extra money and stuff like that. But then in the long run, they're basically using you, because they're using you to keep the economy flowing. They're using you to get food to customers and stuff, and you ain't getting shit out of it. Like, you ain't making no money. So it's like I lumped all of them together. Like, I'm like, nah, fuck all that. Anything where I gotta use a vehicle, nah, like, ain't no way in hell. So long story short, that's what it is. Like, I see it like personally as a scam. Like, but comment your experience below. Maybe your experiences are different. Maybe you live in a different location. If I'm in New York City and I'm doing DoorDash, it gotta be like on a bike or some shit. And like me, I just, with the rain and all that, I know a lot of people do that. Like, I know a lot of like the Africans, I notice a lot of foreigners do that. They do the DoorDash on the bike, and it might be profitable for them. But like, for me, like, I'm just used to my vehicle, and I can't do it. Like, it's absolutely no way. So let me know your thoughts below. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you for watching.